Mobilizing Mat tonight. I'm Gemma, in case any of you don't know. Ian, welcome. So I'm just going to go through a little bit similar to last week. If you joined, just really working on more mobility through the body, but definitely going to work our core, do some planks, upper back work. So working and mobilizing. All right, so just find a comfortable spot. You can stand on or off your mat. And just rolling your shoulders up and around in a nice circle. So just a big shoulder shrug and then release back down. So really let the the shoulders come up to your ears and release. Shrug, release. Good. So 5 and 4 and 3. Good. 2. And 1. Good. Let's just take a nice easy side bend over and come back up other side. Good. Just checking in with the body, seeing how it is through one side to the other. Noticing maybe that the right or left side is a bit harder to side bend over to. Good. 1 more each side. Good. And then just little sort of spine twist like we would seated, but it's got a little bit more of a nice easy swing to it. Allow your hips to shift a little, knees soft. Good. Turn your head, look towards the arm that's swinging back. Good. Just twisting and loosening up into that upper back tension for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just taking both arms out, bend the knees, and press back up. So it's a nice straight back squat, not sort of hinging forward. You just want to warm up the ankles, knees, and hips a little. Good. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So let's go into sort of a partial roll down. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, and I'm just going to roll down just a little bit. See if I feel a bit of stretch in my lower back or my hamstrings, and then roll your spine back up. And each time you start to roll back down, you're going to really try and delay the pelvis moving, and try and imagine you're rolling it bone by bone off the wall with your spine. Get to about halfway, breathe in, and then engage the abdominals to restack the spine one by one back up. Good. Going a little bit further down now. So nod the chin, round your spine, pull up through the belly. Good. Delay the pelvis for as long as you can. Maybe you're coming down to the feet here. And just hang out, take a breath in. And then really feel the feet push through the mat, abdominals draw up and in, and rebuild the spine back up to standing. Let's take the arms up this time, a little bit of an arch through the upper back. And then like you're diving over, rolling it down. Strong, straight legs as much as you can, but of course, you bend a little here if it's feeling a bit too stiff. Inhale. Exhale. Rebuild the spine. Use your abdominals to roll the spine back up. Reaching the arms up. Little arch of your spine. Lifting your chest to the ceiling. And dive back over. One last time. Roll. Strong legs. Feel the weight towards your toes. A little bit more than the heels. Let the arms hang heavy here. Let the head hang heavy. Good, and then I'm going to bend at my knees. Crouch down and then come onto my all fours. Hands under shoulders. Knees under hips. And let's go into a nice easy cat stretch. So I'm going to round my spine, sending my tailbone down, pressing the floor away through my hands. And then I come back through the center. And then I'm going to press into the mat with my hands a little more and lift my chest, looking to the wall in front. Come back through the middle, and then deepen my abdominals and really round the spine up. And trying to draw the tailbone down and the pubic bone up. And then come back through center. And arch the back here, wide through your collarbones. Good, and let's start to move that a little more freely. So I exhale to lift here. And then I inhale to arch. If that pace is good for you, exhale to round the back. Inhale to arch and lift the chest. Exhale to round the back. Inhale to arch. Keep going. Let's do 2 more times. Round on the out breath. Arch on the inhale. Good. 1 more. Good, and then come back through the center. So I'm going to bring myself all the way up. Some of you have done my classes before. I usually start with this nice hip flexor release. So I'm going to step my right foot forward, whichever foot forward closest to the computer is good. Take your foot a little bit further forward than your knee. Hands onto the thigh, and then I lengthen the spine and I take a small hinge forward and back. Forward and back. So I'm not shifting my weight forward through my torso. I'm opening the hip here and allowing that left thigh to open and stretch. So keep that going. Let's take a little look how you look. Good. Keep the spine really lengthening as you lean forward. Let's do 2 more. 1 more, press forward and hold. Now I'm kneeling on my left knee, so it's going to be my left arm that comes up. So if you're kneeling on your right knee, then it's your right arm. And then I'm going to side bend towards my front leg, my leg that's in front. And I get that nice side bend opening. Yes, all looking good, all bending the right way. Deep breaths in, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back. And we switch to the other leg. So make sure your foot is a little bit further forward than your knee. Hands can go onto the thigh. Grow tall. And we exhale to press forward. We feel that opening in the hip. And come back a little. And press forward. So if you've been sitting a lot, these muscles can get very tight, which can then contribute to the lower back feeling stiff or sore. Good, for 3 more. And 2. Last one, press forward and hold here. So I'm now kneeling on my right knee. So it's going to be my right arm that goes up. So do the other. If you're on your left knee, and then I'm side bending towards my front leg. And I get that nice opening through the side of my body. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come back. All right, so let's come down and lie on your back. So those of you who have just joined, just going to encourage you to have a towel. You can always go and grab it quickly when needed, but a towel we're going to use for a couple of exercises. Okay, so have a lie down on your back for bridging. So the feet are in line with the hip bones, so not the width of your hips. Feel where the hip bones are. Feet are in line. Arms are long and lengthened. And we're going to roll up into our bridge. So taking a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, the pelvis tilts towards you. Your back is flat, and then you peel the spine up off the mat, bone by bone. Inhale, hold this position. And we exhale, we melt the spine back down, bone by bone. Upper back, middle back, lower back, and come all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll through the pelvis, peel up, and reach the thighs long. Reach the arms long. Inhale. And then exhale, try to come down bone by bone. Take your time, tilting the pelvis towards you. Keep that going. I'm just going to take a look at how your bridges are going. And exhale, you're going to roll your spine back up. Reach the thighs forward. Long body. Inhale, hold it at the top. And then exhale, you're going to roll back down, bone by bone, delaying the pelvis to touch down last. Good. Let's do 2 more here. Exhale, roll back up. Often we allow the knees to open out a bit, so just check in that they aren't opening too wide. Imagine you have a little ball between your knees. Good. Melt your spine back down, bone by bone. Good. We're going to take 1 more, and we're going to stay up in the bridge this time. So let's all roll up on the exhale. Hold it at the top. Good. I'm going to reach both arms back towards the wall behind. Depending how your shoulders feel, you may come to more here, or maybe you feel okay to really come next to your ears. Reach through your arms and then roll your spine back down, bone by bone. Really articulating. And then as you've reached down, you come all the way back down with your arms onto the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, roll your spine back up. Once you're up, you inhale and reach back with the arms. As I reach through my fingertips to the wall behind, I'm rolling my spine down, trying to lengthen that tailbone between my feet. And then I come all the way back over with my arms. Good. Keep that going. Exhale to roll back up into your bridge first. Once you've come up, inhale, reach back with both arms. Exhale, keep reaching with your arms as you roll your spine back down. Keep the arms there as you're rolling down. The arms don't come back until you've rolled all the way down. So delay your arms this time. All right, roll back up into your bridge first. Exhale. Arms reach up and over. Keep the arms there. Keep them there as you roll your spine back down. Keep the arms reaching. Roll, roll, roll. Yes, then you really have to work that bit harder. And then come back over with the arms. Good. 1 more. Exhale. Roll your spine back up. Inhale. Reach the arms. Keep the arms reaching as you roll back down. Work your abdominals. Lengthen that spine. And then the arms come back up and over. Good, so spine is nice and warm. Let's challenge the back of the thighs with bridging now. So arms will stay on the mat by your side. We exhale and we repeat the bridge back up. Staying in the bridge, I'm going to lift my heels up and down. Lift the heels, lower the heels. I'm staying in my bridge. Good. My pelvis doesn't move really, it's just the ankle movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels and roll your spine back down. Good. And we roll back up. I'm going to keep adding on here, making it a little bit harder each time. So you can always repeat the previous exercise if the next one is a little too hard. So I lower my hips down a little, I press up and I try and scoot my belly in a little more. I lower my hips down a little, I press them back up. Inhale down a little, exhale up. So I'm really feeling some work and heat in the back of my thighs, pressing through my feet. For 5. Good, looking good. 4, 3, 2, lift and hold 1, and then roll your spine back down. Good. Have a quick hug of your knees. The next 2 exercises are doing single leg in bridging. So I'm going to start with an easier version and then go to a more challenging one. So you have options to stay with the first one. All right, we roll back up into the bridge. We hold our bridge, and I'm going to take my right leg to tabletop. Float the leg back down, switch to the other side. Good, keep alternating. Goal here is to keep the body still, pelvis still. Press through your supporting foot through the mat. Good, 4 more. 3. Good, everyone's looking nice and stable. Good job. 2 more. One more, and then you're going to roll your spine back down. Here I'll make it a little harder again, so if you're up for it, otherwise repeat the alternating. Roll back up. I take my right leg to tabletop. Good. I'm going to lower my hips down a little, up a little, down a little, up, down, press up, down, press up, 4, 4, 3, 2, hold up. Can you lift your heel up and down, lift, lift. Now your hamstring should be alive. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Lower the heel, lower the other leg. Stay up in your bridge. I promise a hamstring stretch is coming. Take the other leg to tabletop. We lower the hips down a little, up a little, down, press, down, up. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the hips up, lift the heel, up and down, lift and lower, lift. Lift. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heel, lower the leg, and roll back down. Hug your knees. You may have experienced a hamstring cramp. So that's why I suggested the towel. So grab your towel or anything that will help you stretch. Now I did tell some of you to roll it up. Sorry, unroll it. Hook it around the arch of your right foot. It can be a belt or a strap, or it can be your own hands just holding the back of your thigh. All right, you all know what you're doing. So I've got my other leg bent, but you could take it straight to increase the stretch on the hamstring. And let's just pull in and hold. Good. So those of you who just joined, make sure your microphone is on mute. Just check that it's not unmuted. Good. All right, switch to the other leg. Good stretch. We deserved it. Okay, good. So we'll pop the towel away. We will come back to it shortly. So let's take the right knee and hug it in, and take the left leg, if you can, down on the mat. If that feels uncomfortable, please just bend it a little bit. So we start by just doing little circles, drawing the leg around. You might feel some tightness through the hip or the groin. So just go easy, circle where you can without too much discomfort. And reverse your circles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I've got my right knee, so that means I'm going to hold it with my left hand. So if you've got your left knee, hold it with your right hand, vice versa. So I'm going to pull my leg across and I twist. So I'm taking it across my body, but I'm trying not to lift that opposite shoulder. And then I come back. And repeat, same leg, same direction. Roll across. And come back. Good. And 3 more. Good. Press into that opposite shoulder. 2 more. Last one. Good. Come back. Now I'm going to keep my leg there, but take both arms onto the mat. I go into a leg circle exercise, and then we'll change it to a straight leg if available. So I'm going to go back in that same direction. I roll my hip over, and then I'm going to circle that leg around and out, and then I come back. So I'm allowing my hip to lift off in order to twist across. I circle the leg down, my hip comes back on the mat, and I come back. If you like, you could go to straight leg. Circle.
So I'm allowing the pelvis to move up this first phase. We do that nice hip roll, and then I bring both sit bones back to the mat. Good, for 3 more. And 2 more, pressing through the arms, through the shoulders. 1 more. Good, come back through center. Let's change direction. I come away, down, across and twist the body. Yes. So bend the knees slightly if needed. Straight legs if you can. Good, for 3, 2, and 1. Good, and release down. That hip should be a lot of heat in there, but a lot more loosened up. All right, hugging your left knee in now. Let's repeat that sequence on the other side. So we just started with that nice stirring action, rolling the thigh bone in the hip socket. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Reverse the circle. 6. Hug it into the chest. Press that other leg down into the mat. Good. For 3 more. 2, 1. So, opposite hand to the knee. So I've got my left knee up, which means my right hand's on my knee. Vice versa if you've got the other leg up. I roll my leg over, allow my hip to come off, and then I roll back. Good, so as you roll the knee over, watch that opposite shoulder, or the same side of the leg, doesn't come off the mat. Good, and roll back. 3 more. 3. And back. Good, and 2 more. Good, 1 more. And return. So now I take both hands onto the mat, same leg is up. And then I continue that movement again without holding my knee. I roll across. I circle the leg down, out, and back to the start. Again, roll the hip off the mat. Circle down, out, and around. If you feel up for it, straight leg, and circle, down, out, and around. Press into the arms. Good. Press into the shoulder blades. And twist. 3 more. Press down through that supporting leg. 2 more. And 1 more. Come back, pause, we change direction. I circle the leg away, down, across my body, let my hip twist, and I pull it back. And again. Inhale at the top. Exhale, circle it. Inhale back up, 2 more. Allow that hip to twist as you sweep it around. And exhale down and around. 1 more. Good. And then bring that leg back down and give them a little shake out. They should feel a lot more opened up through the front. A little bit of heat in there. So I want you to grab your towel again. And I know you had it all perfectly rolled. So now we want to roll. So if you take a look, whatever you've got, you could even use another yoga mat. Jumper is good. And you're going to roll it into a little tube. A little mini roller, if you've done foam roller. And then I put it across my mat. And I'm going to rest on it so it's just across my shoulder blades. I'm resting most of my shoulder blades on the towel. And then hands are going to go behind your head. And you'll see I'm going to arch over it. And it just pushes nicely into my middle back where I'm tight. So make sure it's not too low. I want it much higher than, say, heart rate monitor bra strap. You've come up a bit higher. So let's exhale to come into a little chest lift. And then inhale to roll back to your mat, head on the mat. Exhale to curl. So the thicker the towel, obviously the more sort of mobility will increase in the spine. So you could always do 2 towels rolled up to increase this kind of nice curve for your back to stretch. Good. And inhale back for 4 more. Exhale to lift. Good. 3. And up. And 2 more. 1 more. We curl up and hold. So then I reach and take my hands around the back of my thighs. I'm going to curl myself up higher off the towel if we can. Take the hands back behind your head and then release back over the towel. Okay, so it's an abdominal work, but we've got a little bit of assistance. We exhale, curl first. Inhale, I reach with my arms. Exhale, I try and lift off the towel. Hold it. Circle the arms back behind your head and then release back down. Keep that going. I'm going to take a look. Exhale, curl the chest up first. The arms reach and then you pull yourself up higher. Stay at that height. Take the hands back behind your head. Nice. And then you roll back down over the towel. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, curl up for 1. Inhale, the arms reach to the back of the thighs. Exhale, curl yourself high. Circle the arms back behind your head. 3. Roll back on 4. And again, exhale, curl. Inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, you lift yourself higher. Inhale, the arms circle back behind the head. And release back down. Exhale. I'd like 2 more if you can. Exhale, curl. Inhale, the arms wrap the thighs. Exhale, draw yourself up higher off the towel. Hold that height. Circle the arms back. And roll back down. Good. 1 more time. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach and exhale, lift higher. Higher. Hold that height. Circle the arms back. And release back down. Rest. Good. Nice job. All right. So if you're comfortable, rest the head onto the mat and then just let your arms reach back straight. If you have any shoulder issues, you may just want to cross your arms over your chest if that isn't good, or keep them behind the head if that was better. Good. And then if you like, take your legs straight and really reach your legs long. Reach your arms long so the body is trying to reach both directions, really lengthening. And then release. Let everything melt into the mat. Good. And then we're going to come and roll off the towel. Just peel it out. Take it out from under your back. Good. And then come back to lying down. So you really should feel now that your shoulders are quite more rested, heavier on the mat. You've released quite a bit of tension through the neck. So let's hug that right knee back in. Or you choose the leg that's easiest for you to follow. So I'm going to curl my chest up. My outside hand is going to reach a little closer to my ankle. The inside hand's more towards my knee. Elbows are wide, chest is lifted. Shoot the other leg out. Lift your chest a little higher. Breathe in. Exhale, switch. Inhale as we transition. Exhale, switch. I'm going slow. And switch. Inhale, exhale. Now let's pick up the pace. We go 2 for an inhale, 2 for an exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, in. Four more. Inhale, inhale, exhale. That means 4 more breaths. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 2 more breaths in. And exhale, exhale. 2 more breaths in. Oh, I meant 1 more. I can't count tonight. Sorry, guys. And then relax. Oh. Whatever I counted, it meant we did more than I planned. So that's a good thing. Okay, crisscross abs. Interlace the fingers, take the hands behind your head. Float your legs to more of a tabletop angle now. Curl into your chest lift. I extend one leg out, and then I'm going to rotate across towards the bent leg, keeping my elbows wide, reaching across. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Watch the elbow isn't reaching to the knee. Keep the elbow wide. Good. Let's go a little bit faster. Twist, center, twist, center, twist, center, twist. A little bit faster. Twist, twist, switch, switch for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Simple Pilates abdominal works the best. All right, now for double leg stretch. We go back to the hugging of the thighs, the legs, sorry, the shins, and we curl up to start. So I press my shins up a little, press my hands down. I've got this nice supportive position here to curl up in. I keep my chest where it is. I inhale both arms and legs up, and then I exhale, hug everything in. You extend this and challenge this by extending the legs further away and the arms further back. Choose where you feel you can maintain your chest lift, maintain your lower back in contact with the mat. Keep looking to your inner thighs. Inhale as everything extends away. Exhale as everything hugs in. Inhale, look over the toes, reach. Keep your chest up. Keep your chest up. Keep looking at your toes. My chest doesn't lower, my head doesn't lower. That's the ultimate challenge. Woo! 2 more. Yes, it should be burning. 1 more. All right, you did it. Well done, guys. Rest. Good. All right. So just take your arms out to the side, draw the knees in, and just rock your knees side to side. A very easy kind of loose side to side movement just to kind of recover. This could be done with your feet on the mat too if you feel your legs have had enough of being up. Good, so choose what feels good. Just go for 4 more. Good, 3 more. 2 and 1. Good, okay, so let's go on to our stomach now. So roll over and come and lie on your front. Just going to rest my head on my hands. You should be able to follow what to do just by listening, but of course I'll be demonstrating if needed. So I'm just going to do some single leg lifts, but I'm just going to make it a little more, just try and help you connect a little more with such a simple movement. So I want you to rest on your stomach and press your pubic bone into the mat and feel the tailbone lengthening away. So a little bit of tightening through the abdominals if that hasn't occurred already. I lift one leg up and I press the other leg into the mat. I lower it and I switch. So I want you to be able to lift the leg without changing the shape of the rest of your body, your pelvis, your spine. So as I lift my leg, I keep my pubic bone connected to the mat. I keep a little bit of tone in my abdominals. And then I really start to feel the back of my thighs working, which then helps open up the front of my hips, where we tend to be tight. So this is still a mobility exercise. By tightening and toning one side, we lengthen the other. Good, so then to challenge this a little more, we try lifting both legs at the same time. So this changes the challenge, right? We've got to work a little bit harder to keep our pelvis, pubic bone connected to the mat. I think about reaching my legs long as I lift. Good, keep going for 4 more. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Long legs, tone in the abdominals, pubic bone stays pressed down. 2. Good. 1, lift and hold the legs. And if you've done swimming before, we take our little flutters with our leg. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. So then let's go to our prone press up, bringing our hands by our sides. Heel of the hand is in line with the lowest sort of rib brow strap area. Good, so my head and chest is just hovering off the mat. Again, I press my pubic bone into the mat and I'm going to inhale, press my hands into the mat, lift my chest, look to the front end of my mat, keep my legs long, keep the pubic bone pressing down and lower. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale down. So I'm keeping the active legs, not lifting too high to start with. So I want to just mobilize your upper back. So you're keeping the lowest rib still on the mat. Can you lift without letting the abdominals go? Keeping the pubic bone connected, tailbone lengthening. Good, now start lifting a little bit more towards the navel, to the belly button. Open the collarbones, lift your eye gaze a little bit more. Good, that's it. And exhale down. Gradually coming up higher towards the hip bones if you feel comfortable too. So we actively press, I widen through my chest, and then I melt back down. And then for those of you who want to come into your full swan, we come all the way up, nice straight strong arms, looking straight ahead. Now delay your eye gaze here. I follow the line down the wall, down to the front end of my mat, and then I'm looking at my mat. Inhale, press, lift, active legs. I pull up, I don't let myself sag. I'm pushing the floor away. And then I come back onto my hips, onto my waist, my lowest rib, chest, all the way. Good, let's do 3 more swans. Eye gaze, it's like you reach forward and up with the eyes, the crown of the head. Press the mat away. Active legs, collarbones wide, lovely. And then melt your spine back down. Good. And again, press and lift. Open the chest wide. Come right up onto your thighs, towards your knees. Yes. And ripple back down. Good. 1 more. Press the floor away. Active legs. Remember to reach your legs long. Good. And then melt your spine all the way back down. Good. Take the arms by your side. The head and chest is still hovering. Press the pubic bone into the mat. I inhale and lift my chest again just towards the lowest rib. My arms are lifted. I stay here and I pump my arms up. Lift. Pressing the palms to the ceiling, wide through the chest. 6, keep the pubic bone pressing into the mat. 2 more, 1 more. Open the arms out wide. Press them back to the hips. Open, press. Open, reach back to your thighs. Open like a butterfly, press it to the hips. 4, press. Keep growing tall, reaching the crown of the head forward. For 2, 1, and release down. Good. So we did the swimming legs. Let's add our swimming arms. So reaching the arms in front. My head and chest is just lifted. Active legs. We start slow. I lift my left leg and my right arm. And then I switch. Switch, switch, keeping the chest up a little bit faster. Switch, 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 switch. Eye gaze slightly forward, a little bit faster. Switch, switch, switch. Even faster if you can. Switch, 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 switch. Reach the body long. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift both legs, both arms up. And relax. Good. Press back into your shoulder, child's pose position. Relax. Release the back. Okay, so let's come into mermaid position. So, mirror me. So if you face towards the camera, if that's easiest for you. And then take both arms out in front. I've got my left leg back, but you may have your right leg back if you're mirroring me.
So I'm going to stretch towards my front leg, the one that's bent in front, and I take a side bend here. I try and keep this hip pressing back into the mat. Push the floor away and side bend the other way. Good. Up and over. Side bend. Good. Up and over. Good. And up and over. So if you find this position comfortable, I should have mentioned, you've got your towel here that you can place under the opposite hip where you're feeling tight. You're all looking pretty good. That's why I didn't think to suggest it. But for those without your video on, please place it or sit cross-legged. So let's side bend to the front bent leg and hold. I turn my fingers forward. So the leg, the shin that's in front, yeah, that's the leg I'm towards. We reach and dive and twist, spiraling the spine, and then coming back to our mermaid. And again, spiral, twist and reach through, and come back up. So I like that image of the spine like a wet towel. As we twist, we're really trying to twist and wring out all the water. Oh, hello, pussycat. And twist, squeeze and reach. Show us the cat stretch. And one more. Twist. Good, come back. Come all the way up and side bend back all the way. So I come down all the way onto my side. For book opening or chest opener, whichever one you know it as, I'm going to change it a little to maybe how you've learnt it, and even with me recently. I take my top knee over and my bottom leg straight. You can do it with both knees bent. Good. So I've got my arm as my pillow, but you could always grab a pillow if needed. The arm is going to sweep. If you're okay in the shoulder joint, you're going to sweep all the way around to a full circle. I let my head follow a little. Now, if the shoulder's not going in that full range, you may just do the traditional book opening this way, okay? So these are just options if you have any shoulder impingement. If you're okay, take this big sweeping circle all the way around. And you may feel stretches throughout your body here and as you circle. So my top knee is on the mat and my bottom leg is stretched out, and that's what helps stabilize my hips in the stretch. Good, let's change direction. So I sweep the arm over the hip, back, I turn my head a little, up and around. Doesn't that feel good? This is gonna be your new favorite stretch. Do this one in bed. 3 more. Good. And 2 more. Good. 1 more circle. Good. Okay. So we stay on our side. I bend both knees. And if you feel like you want to prop up a little bit, you're welcome to. I'm going to, so I can just see you. I've got my knees bent forward and I'm making a triangle. My feet are in line with my tailbone. So if you're not sure how to measure that, lie back to the back of your mat and you measure it so you're on the edge with your feet, your tailbone, your shoulders. We go for clams here. So I'm going to lift my top knee up and down. So I've got my hand here as a little bit of guide for 2 things. I keep my waist long, but I also keep my hip from rolling back as I lift my knee. So stable pelvis. You're all looking very stable. Thank you. All right, 5 more. Exhale to open the clam. Inhale to lower. A little bit of tone in the abdominals to just keep that stable connection. 3, 2, 1. I lift and hold my thigh here, my leg here. Now my thigh doesn't move, but I extend from my lower leg. I bring my feet back together. My clam is still open. And then I lower. Oh, and we lift 1. Extend the leg. 2. Bend at the knee, feet connect. We reverse it.
and then lower. Good, that's it. Lift, extend, bend, lower. You should be feeling some heat in the hip. If not, next class you have an ankle weight ready. You find some resistance. Good, and 3, reach, bend, lower, good, 2 more. I hope I counted right. We were aiming for 8. The last one. Good. All right. So press yourself up. Come to sitting. Hands wrapped around the thighs. Before we do our other side, we prepare for some more abdominals. I'm rounding my spine back. And then I pull myself up. So I'm starting the assisted roll up, but I'm making it just a little bit more assistive. For those of you who want to go for the full assisted roll up, we roll all the way down. The key here is pushing with your thighs into your hands and your hands into your thighs. So that helps you roll back up. We lengthen and sit tall. I roll through my spine. I delay. My feet start to lift. I control. Now, if that doesn't feel good for you, for whatever reason, if there's any issues through your spine, please just stick to this first one that I did. And that would be better to help prepare you for the next one. Sometimes it's just a little bit of stiffness in the spine, which makes this exercise quite hard to contract the abdominals deeply enough as well. Exhale as you curl up. Press your thighs into your hands. Dive your feet down to the floor. Stack the spine at the top. Inhale. And then rock back around your spine. Looking ahead. Delay here. Melt your spine back down. Inhale. Exhale. Curl. Lift. Stack all the way up. And roll it back down. We're just going to do one more to come all the way up. And we stay up. And then I'm going to turn back to face you. And I'm going to change my legs now for mermaid. So now for me, I have my left one in front. You'll probably be the opposite depending how you're seeing me on your screen. Good. So we sit tall. I'm going to side bend towards the leg, the shin that's in front to start with. Here, I want to make sure I've kept that sit bone down towards the mat. Remember, you can add your towel under the opposite hip to help that hip stay down. And we go the other way. Good. And let's keep that flowing. So here, we're trying to really feel like the rib cage is opening up like a fan. So really open. And I feel the hand presses into the mat to help me open that side up a little more. Good. On this next one where I reach to my front leg, I hold, turning my fingers forward. And this helps with the rotation of the spine. I spiral, turn, look through. And then I come back to that mermaid side bend. And again, spiral, twist, reach through with that arm. And come back to the mermaid. Good, 3 more. Think of that wet towel image, wringing out all the water. So I use that out breath and I really narrow my waist to help increase that rotation. Good, 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, come back, come all the way up, and then that side bend to the other way. Good, so now we come down all the way onto the side. Remembering this one, I bent my top knee forward, so my underneath leg stretches out. Use my arm as a pillow, so just adjust until you feel good there. For those of you with any shoulder issues, you're going to stick to just this opening in this direction, if that's okay. Or for those who are feeling okay, I like to go for this nice big circle all the way around. So you find a range that is good for you and your shoulder joint. I'm turning my head, I'm encouraging some rotations through the back as I turn the arm. And this feels so good, really opening the shoulder, the chest. Being on that laptop, these muscles are starting to get tight. One more. All right, let's reverse it. So sweep the arm over the thigh, the hip. Reach back, turn your head, follow a little, and come back over. Good. I exhale as I circle around. And I inhale as I come back. 3 more. Nice. Looking good, everyone. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Okay, so then we come into that sideline hip exercise we did, the clam. So you can prop up if you want on your elbow or stay all the way down. Remember, we're trying to line our body up so the heels, tailbone, shoulders and head are in a line. Lengthen the waist here and we lift our top knee up on the out breath, down on the inhale. Lengthening the waistline here. Lift and lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. 4 more. 4. And 3. Good. 2. Last one. We lift and hold. I extend that lower leg out. Connect my feet back. My knee has stayed up. Then I close it down. So it's 4 movements. Open 1. Extend 2. Keep the rotation. Draw it back 3. Lower down 4. Good. Now it should be burning a little. Nice hip toning. Good. Open. Extend. Bend. And down. Keep the waist long. 4 more. 4. Good. 3 more. Keeping that pelvis from rolling back. 2. Good. Last one. Ooh, burning. Good. And release. So we're going to go for full roll up. If anyone has a tight lower back, like me, we're going to use a little bit of towel to support our back. So I'm just going to roll it up a little bit to demonstrate. So when I lie on my back, the towel is curved onto my lower back. Now you don't have to do this if you feel okay to be doing the full sit-up without any assistance. This is just for those of you who might need it for the first few repetitions, or you might need it the whole time if you're tight. Now, some of you may not be doing the full roll up, so you're going to work again on the seated roll back, but maybe start to take the arms away and just work on that range. So we can start either seated or lying down. So I'm going to come all the way down, legs along, arms along. Inhale. Exhale, I lift my arms, my head and chest, and I curl my spine. I come into a nice spine stretch here. Drop the shoulders down, scoop the belly in. I'm going to stay in this round shape and continue rolling back. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, curl and lift. Spine stretch forward. So if that felt pretty smooth and you're using the towel, maybe try it without. Your call. See how you're feeling. Inhale back. So with all the work, mobility work that we've done and all that abdominal work, I'm hoping this exercise is starting to feel like you can control it bone by bone.
There's always that one little section that can feel hard to control. So deepen the abdominals at that point. Use your breath a little bit more. So you're going to inhale as you stretch forward. And then exhale, start to roll back. Deepen that abdominal contraction as you roll back down. Inhale as the arms go back, over. And exhale, deepen the abdominals again. Curl, peel, reach over. Nice. Inhale. And then exhale as you roll your spine back, bone by bone. If anyone is feeling up for a further challenge, you would then come up a little bit more upright, floating the arms up higher. And then from here, roll your spine back down. A lot harder to control. Inhale. And then exhale. Whoa, harder, harder. And reach. So just as long as you know you have options, you do not have to add that. But if you want to give those abs a little more, arms a little higher. Good. Try and get that bone by bone. Yes. Nice, everyone. Really good. Good. Let's do one more where you finish seated. So if you're already seated, stay up. But don't worry if you've gone back down. So I want to come onto the hands and knees, and I want to do a really good hip stretch. It's a kind of yoga stretch, this one, pigeon stretch. So I'm going to take, on my hands and knees, I'm going to take one leg back, and then I'm going to bend the other knee forward. Now, it doesn't matter how this leg is shaped. Often the encouragement is to have the shin across this way, but you know, it depends on how your hips are. So you can wriggle your foot up higher if the hip allows. And then you slowly come down onto either the elbows. You may stay on your hands. This can be enough. Come to where you feel your knees and just nice and relaxed here. Nice deep breaths, feeling that hip release. Relax the back foot, stretch the back leg long. Good, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and work yourself back up. Tuck the toe under of the back leg for a brief moment in plank, not for long, you're lucky. And then we switch to the other leg. Find your position and release down. Nice deep breaths, relax. Keep the back leg straight. I'm just having a foot cramp, that's fine. Good. All right. Slowly work your way back up and onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under and come into like an inverted V here, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Draw the belly up and in. Press your heels down. And then if you need to, bend your knees a little and you walk your hands back towards your feet. And we're going to roll our spine up bone by bone. Reaching the arms up. A little bit of an arch. And then we take that roll down like we did at the start of class. And now take note of how different your spine or roll down feels. Hang heavy at the bottom, breathe in. Exhale, straight strong legs, pressing through the floor, abdominals rolling you back up. Inhale as the arms reach towards the ceiling. Take one more roll down in your own time. Roll it down, down, down. Let your head hang heavy. Let your arms hang heavy. Inhale, and then feel the abdominals draw you up and roll your spine up. Arms reach up to the ceiling. And then this time circle back Feeling how much more open our chest and shoulders are. Take the arms to shoulder height, and I just want you to lift and lower your heels, spreading the toes wide on the mat. Lift and lower, lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, lift your heels, hold your heels up, lengthen your spine, press into your big toes a little bit more. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax.